Make some noise! Come on, y'all can do better. Make some noise! Alright, y'all, come on the stage, man. Cool dude, man. Originally from Corona, California. He's here tonight, y'all. Make some noise for my partner, Mr. Mario Reyes! Victorville, I gotta say, JT, thank you for having me. JT, I asked him before I came out here tonight, what's the payment for doing a show in Victorville at the Holiday Inn? He was like, hey, I can pay you in meth or the greatest hooker on 7th Street in Victorville. Now, Victorville, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm gonna take the hooker because I'm in the Holiday Inn. She's gonna come with the meth anyway. So I'm obviously gonna take the meth. I just killed all my shit. Check. Well, that's embarrassing as fuck, right? Check. Can you hear me now? How about now? How about now? All right, there we go. Try to take the mic out like a fucking G, and I fucking end up like a fool. All right, yeah. So he introduced me. My name is Mario. If you guys been watching the news lately, if you see that guy in the news, Luigi Mangione, they call him the CEO killer. Okay, that guy's not my brother. Luigi is not my brother. Okay, but all my life, people have asked me, hey Mario, where's Luigi? Where's Luigi? And I've never had an answer until recently. Oh, now the answer is he's in federal prison for being a fucking hero. Alright, if you don't know Victorville, if you know who I'm talking about, they call him the CEO killer. Okay, catch me after the show. I'll show you the video. I have it saved on my phone under favorites. Okay, I didn't see a CEO in that killer. I saw a guy that's DOA. That's what I fucking saw. But we all know Luigi's in jail. The government's going to put that fucker to death. We know that, right? He's good as dead. But I just hope that the government gives Luigi that same choice that they gave the guy in South Carolina a few weeks ago. If you guys are again paying attention to the news in South Carolina, a man was getting put to death. And the government gave him a choice. It said, listen, we're going to give you a choice. You have lethal injection, the electric chair, or a firing squad. And he chose the firing squad, right? And I thought, okay, that's a pretty noble. I would do I don't want to do a firing squad. What I want to do, what they do out in Pakistan, they stone you to death. Yeah, and then I found out it involved rocks and not marijuana. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'd rather get stoned to death. I'll take that firing. Like, what would you choose, sir? What would you choose? Nothing, huh? He's as a black man, I don't get a choice. Us white guys, we get a choice. That could be a conspiracy theory. We don't know. Victorville, did anybody believe in conspiracy theories? Okay, I believe in a few conspiracies, and I'm going to mention a few tonight during my act. One of them is that he mentioned I'm from the city of Corona. Okay, true. And for the last 5 years, I go all over the country doing comedy. I was in Oklahoma recently. I was in Las Vegas. Last week I was in Moreno Valley. I'm not bragging about that one. They paid me a meth too. But yeah, for the last 5 years, everywhere I go, I tell people I'm from Corona, California. And they run from me like I'm saying I'm from Wuhan. I'm like, guys, I never got the coronavirus. I never did. But I got the COVID-19. And if you don't know the difference between COVID-19 and coronavirus, I'll teach you, baby birds. See, the COVID-19, that's the 19 pounds that my fat ass got in quarantine. Yeah, you can tell I got that bitch about 4 or 5 fucking times. I was actually anorexic going into 2020. I had just lost 200 pounds. Really true story. I lost 200 pounds. It's called getting a divorce. Yeah, kick that bitch to the fucking curb. Yeah, I am still single. I gotta say, being a single man, I love the bigger girls. I know we got some fat girls out there because I can hear you breathing. Yeah. And I've tried all the dating apps now that I'm single. I tried them all. I tried Tinder, I tried Bumble, I tried Grindr. I don't try Grindr. Grindr turned out to be a big pain in the ass. Never found a real girl on Grindr, just a bunch of fat dudes with dicks and tits. That guy right there. But what I did learn in all the dating apps, gentlemen, take my advice, gentlemen. What I learned in all the dating apps, women, and I'm sure we have a lot of women out here, you've all received unwanted dick pics, right? Yes. Okay, so gentlemen, take my advice. No woman in here wants to get a dick pic, okay? So what I've learned is, I'm going to start sending full-length videos of my dick. Yeah, full-length. It's a short documentary. It's going to be a hard watch. And I'll send it to you in 4K. But yeah, I've tried them all. And one thing I am going to start doing, I'm going to start looking into all the female prisons for my next girlfriend. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Okay, have you guys heard of a girl named Gypsy Rose? Yeah, she was that retard bitch that went to jail a few years ago. She killed her mom. She did her time. She's not retarded anymore. Well, she's kind of retarded. I saw her social media. She's a little retarded. Okay, but her titties ain't fucking retarded. I'll fuck a retarded bitch, okay? I was watching that Love on a Spectrum the other day on Netflix. There's some retards on that spectrum. I'd fuck a retard bitch. Alright? Don't judge me. Okay, because she ended up getting with the real-life Peter Griffin lookalike. Right? The guy she got with would look like the real-life Peter Griffin. And I figured, alright, she comes out saying, I got the fire D. She got knocked up, which is pretty cool. She just had her baby. Congratulations. I just really hope that baby continues the family tradition. Yeah, killing them all. Yeah. So she got lucky in prison. So I am going to start writing female prisoners. And I've been writing to one prisoner who, she was up for parole last week and she got denied, and I was fucking thrilled because I could continue writing to her. Her name is Yolanda. That's Selena's killer. Yeah, I started writing to Selena's killer. I was like, Dear Yolanda, I didn't like Selena's music either, let's talk. She hasn't written me back, and I figured it's because I don't speak Spanish. I am the whitest Puerto Rican you'll ever meet. Seriously, my last name's Reyes. I like taquito español. I don't even know what that fucking means. Yeah, I said it wrong, because I'm fucking white. I actually grew up in Phelan, up here in the high desert, right? You know, again, not bragging. I grew up in a part of Phelan where if you referred to the black man as the N-word, they would kick your ass. And I mean neighbor. This high desert was fucking racist when I grew up there. It's really different now, and I love the diversity I see up here. Speaking of diversity, we got to give it up to the LA County Fire Department, because I got to say, they added so much diversity. I've never seen the Palisades blacker. Right? Yeah, so, fuck Yolanda. I'll say that one right now, too. Speaking of musicians, famous musicians, do you have any Michael Jackson fans out here? King of Pop? Come on, I thought I'd get a bigger pop for Michael Jackson. Come on, has he been dead that long? His body is just now starting to deteriorate. But so, if you guys don't know, there's a conspiracy theory going around. I said I like to bring up conspiracy theories. Another one going around the internet, you guys can look this up. It's hashtag Farrah killed Michael. And it's the conspiracy theory going around that Farrah Fawcett killed Michael Jackson. Okay, do you remember Farrah Fawcett? Some of us older folks probably do. Yeah. Okay, so the conspiracy theory is that when Farrah Fawcett, she actually died the same day as Michael Jackson. A lot of people don't know that because his death overshadowed hers in the news. But she actually died at 9 in the morning. And when she got to heaven, Jesus said to Farrah, I'm going to grant you one earthly wish. And Farrah didn't think hard. She just said, you know what, Jesus? I just want all the children of the earth to be saved. No more child predators. Yeah. 2 hours later, Michael Jackson was dead, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's a conspiracy theory that I made up, and we're going to push it tonight. It's hashtag Farrah. Yeah. Well, I say I got two more jokes. He mentioned right when I came up, he kind of butchered my intro. I do a podcast. It's with two legends of comedy, Howie Mandel and Harland Williams. Wow. Do you guys know those two names? Okay, we have a podcast. It's on YouTube. It's called When a Stranger Calls. And the idea of this is the comedians, along with other guests, we call strangers. So I used to do this joke on stage where I would tell my ex-wife, I would give her a pair of hiking sticks. And that was the last gift I gave my ex-wife. And when I gave her a pair of hiking sticks, she said, why? I said, well, it's because I want you to take a hike, bitch. And so Howie knows, these guys know that joke. So they said, hey, you know what? It's When a Stranger Calls. It's the Valentine's episode. Let's call your ex-wife. Okay? So I know when I see gold, let's go for digging for a gold mine, right? So my ex-wife, she tries to embarrass me, guys. Let me tell you, I don't get embarrassed on stage. I used to do this joke on stage where I met a girl on Tinder, and I was hitting her raw dog doggy style. I was hitting her like this, doggy style, like this, okay? And a few seconds into it, I noticed that she had a freckle on her ass. Well, that freckle is now just above my belly. Right? Yeah. So I went like this, I wiped it, and I smeared it. I was like, oh, this girl fucking poo-pooed on me. So now, ladies, all you ladies that have ponytails and you're getting fucked doggy style, and your man grabs your hair, yeah, that's what I did. I just went to go wipe my hand off. Okay. So I can't get embarrassed, obviously, on stage, right? So my ex-wife thought she can embarrass me. She brings up the story about me asking her to peg me one time. Do you know what pegging is, sir? You know, pegging, let me explain. Pegging is where your woman gets a strap on, and she fucks you with a strap on. Okay? So, you don't know nothing about that? I'm sure they do. Now, okay. So, I'm not embarrassed by that. So, I tell her, listen, I can't be embarrassed. Yes, I asked my ex-wife to peg me, okay? So, she thinks that's embarrassing. While I was in Victorville, I went to the swap meet. I got hats made. Make pegging great again? Yeah, I'm going to sell these on my website for $30 each. I'm also going to sell a line of strap-ons. I got those through Temu. Because nothing fucks you like a line of stuff from Temu, right? All right, one more joke. When I walked up, I asked who was drinking. Let's hold them up one more time. I'm sloppy. I'm spilling my fucking drink. Woo! All right. Besides doing comedy, I own my own video production company. I make online content, not for the adult kind. Don't look at me like that, sir. But yeah, I make like music videos and stuff like that for businesses, online content. But recently, I was making a music video for a band called DGAF. Does anybody know what DGAF stands for? DGAF? What? Sir, you were actually wrong. We're a Christian soccer organization. Yeah, it actually stands for Doing God a Favor. Yeah. How do you like that, fucker? Actually, DGAF, it's an acronym. There's a lot of meanings. For you ladies in the audience, it means ditch guys after fucking. Yeah, for you guys, it's a dirty girls of fun. But there's another one, damn good at fishing. Lady, I'm damn good at fucking too. But another one, ladies, if you're drinking and driving, DGAF is don't go away forever and don't get another felony. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Reyes. You can find me on Instagram. Mario Reyes 82 for the Howie Mandel podcast. JT Victorville. Thank you very much.
Hold on 1 second. Talking about pagan bitches. Hold on, Mario. And he hugged me too. Like, as soon as he got on stage and hugged me, he was like, good job. I'll give Mario a round of applause. Man. He ain't gonna get no coochie tonight, boy.